Good evening, everyone. Very good evening. Am I audible to you all? Am I audible, everyone? Okay, guys. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think in the last class we have studied about your um, package, right? Packages we have studied about, and we have to start today with your access modifiers. Okay. So let us start today with access modifiers. Okay, and we shall go towards the string concept. Okay. Now, can anyone tell me what is access modifier? What is an access modifier? Yes, what is an access modifier, guys? No, it's not about static and non-static. Yes. Okay, access modifiers are public, private, protected, and default. But what are access modifiers? What are access modifiers? Yes, access modifier are used to change the accessibility of a class member. Access modifiers are used to change the accessibility of a class member. Okay, now, so let us see how the access modifiers will behave, okay, in accordance with your class members. Okay, let us see how they will behave. Okay, so yeah, just a minute. Okay, guys, so let us start with the today's session. Let us go for paint first. Okay, now, okay, so access modifiers, first of all, we have two types of modifiers, right? We have two types of modifiers. We have two types of modifiers. In that, first one is access modifiers. Yeah, access modifiers, and second one is non-access modifiers. Non-access modifiers. Okay, we have two types of access modifiers. First one is access modifier. Second one is non-access modifier. In the access modifiers, we have four different types: public, private, protected, and default. Okay, public, private, protected, and default are the four types of access modifiers. Now, coming into non-access modifiers, non-access modifiers are usually called normalizer modifiers. They're usually called normalizer modifiers only. Okay, so they are abstract, static, final, synchronized, volatile, transient, and native, and going on. So many others are there. Okay, so these are the non-access modifiers, means those are just modifiers, and these are access modifiers. So access modifiers are used to change the accessibility of a class members. Okay, access modifiers are responsible for changing the or modifying the accessibility of a class members. We have four types: public, private, protected, and default. Okay, public, private, protected, and default. We have four types. Now, let us see one by one. Okay, let us see one by one. Now, let us see the first one, that is a private access modifier. Okay, private access modifier. See guys, private access modifier can be prefixed for a variable, okay, can be prefixed for a method, can be prefixed for a initializer, also can be prefixed for a constructor. Okay, so variable, method, initializer and constructor can be prefixed with this private access modifiers. Variable, method, initializer and constructors can be prefixed with a private access modifier. Okay, now here if a member is any class member is prefixed with a private access modifier, see variable, method, initializer, constructors, if they are prefixed with the access modifiers, then this private access modifier especially, they are accessible only inside class, accessible only inside the same class, only inside the same class, only inside the same class. Okay, now private access modifier, if it is prefixed for a variable or method or initializer or a constructor, any member, they will be accessible only inside the same class. They will be accessible only inside the same class. They will not be accessible, outside the class. They will not be accessible outside the class. Okay. Next, after this, now, since all the members of private, that means the members which are prefixed with the private are accessible only inside the same class, because of that reason, we call private as a class level modifier. We call private as a class level modifier. Why? Because the members which are prefixed with a private access modifier are accessible only inside the same class. Okay, they're accessible only inside the same class. So that is why we call private as a class level modifier. Okay, and so this is about a private access modifier. Okay, suppose we create a class A. Okay, suppose we create a class A. Okay, now this class has one static variable. Okay, static int A. Okay, now a class B is there. I have a main method here. Okay, suppose we have a main method here. Public static void main string array arguments. Suppose we have a main method here. Now, if you are going for system dot out dot println of a dot a semicolon. Now what happens? Class name dot variable name. Class name dot variable name. Obviously, you'll get 0. You will get 0. Why? Because a static variable can be called in any class. Okay, static variable can be called in any class, obviously with the help of class name dot variable name. Now static variable we are calling from one class to another class. Okay, so class A dot variable name, that is static variable. Now here we will get the output 0, because static variables and non-static variables can have an access of default values. That is why. Next, here, suppose if I prefix private static int A, okay? If you can prefix public, that time everywhere it is accessible. But if you're prefixing private, then this variable A is accessible only inside this class. This variable A is accessible only inside this class. Outside this class, it's not accessible. But here we are trying to access A dot A, you will get compile time error. Okay, you will get compile time error. Why? Because this variable A is nowhere to be found. Variable A is nowhere to be found. Why? Because this A is not visible outside this class. This variable A is not visible outside this class. That is why we are not able to access it. It is not even visible outside the class. So you'll get a compile time error. Okay. So it can happen for a variable, for a method, or for initializer, or for a constructor. all these members. Okay. So private is called as a class level modifier because any members of private I mean any members of class is prefixed with a private keyword, then those members are accessible only inside the same class. So only we call it as a private access modifier. Okay. Next, let us get into the next one. The next level of access modifier is called as a default access modifier. Okay, that is a default access modifier. Default is an access modifier. Okay, the accessibility of default modifier is only within the package. It can't be accessed outside the package. Suppose this package name is basics of Java. Okay, suppose this package is basics of Java and this package name is basics. Okay, now so many classes will be there in the package. Okay, now any class which is having default members. Okay, any class. Okay, any class which is having a default members are not accessed outside the class. Inside the package, I mean outside the package can't be accessed, but inside the package from one class to another class easily it can be accessed. Like like here, see if the class A, class B, if the members are private, you can't access outside the class. But if it is a members with a default access modifier, if the members are class of D or I mean they are, if you are having a default access modifier, they are accessible from one class to another class, but within the package. Within the package, default members are accessible from one class to another class. Okay, any class, but within the package. Accessibility of default modifier. Accessibility of default modifier is only within the package. Okay, it can't be accessed outside the package. It can't be accessed. It can't be accessed outside the package. It can only be accessed inside the package. Remember, private members are only accessed inside the class. Only accessed inside the class. Okay, but default members can be accessed inside same class, can be accessed in a different class, but within a package, within the same package, within the same package. Okay, from one package to another package you can't access. Okay, from one package to another package we can't access. So default members are only allowed inside this, they are accessible only inside the same class, I mean inside same package. So inside same package it is accessible, and here from one class to another class, obviously inside the same package it is applicable and it is accessible and it's visible in all other classes of same package. So how do you mention this? See, for a class ABC, if a class A, suppose if I create a class A, okay, now we have a default variable. So int A, static int A. Okay, now we have a class B, and we have a main method, and next system dot out dot println A, I mean class name dot A. Now here we don't have anything. We don't have public, we don't have private, nothing we have. When you are not mentioning anything in the place of access modifier, when you are not mentioning anything in the place of access modifier. Okay, if you're not mentioning anything in the place of access modifier, then it is considered as default access modifier. It is considered as a default access modifier. Okay, now class A, class B we have. Now this static variable is by default, it's default because we have not mentioned anything in the place of access modifier. We have not mentioned anything in the place of access modifier. So that is why we have default. So how do you consider this member of a class as a default? When you don't mention anything in the place of access modifier, whether for a variable or for a method or for initializer or for a constructor. Okay, so those members are by default, they are belonging to default access modifier. They are prefixed as a default access modifier when you don't write any access modifier. So default access modifier members, they are accessible in the same class, They are accessible from one class to another class. Okay, one class to another class they are accessible, and inside any class, inside a package, within a package, in any class, within a package, in any class they are accessible. Within a package, within a package, in any class they are accessible, and they are not accessible outside the package. Outside the package, outside the package they are not accessible. Outside the package they are not accessible. Okay, next. So let me revise you once again. Okay, so at the last, by using little can call private variable, that is encapsulation. That is a different thing. We can go for getter and setter. Private members directly you can't access. That is what my point is. Okay, directly you can't access private members. Okay, you can't access directly. We are accessing through the method. That is what we call encapsulation. Okay, so here let us see again. See, any member of class. Okay, usually variable, method, initializer and constructor, if they are prefixed with a private, okay, they are belonging to private access modifier, and they are only accessed inside the class. They are only accessed inside the class. Okay, now coming to default, if you don't mention any access modifier, it is considered as default. Default members are accessible inside the class, okay, outside the class, but within the same package. Within the same package. Inside the class, outside the class, but within the same package. Okay, next, let us understand your protected access modifier. Protected access modifier. Protected. Okay, protected is also an access modifier. Protected is also an access modifier, and this protected access modifier, the members which are prefixed with protected access modifier, can be accessed within the same class, can be accessed within the same class, okay, can be accessed within a different class, but within the same package. Outside the outside the package, because this class B has a child class. This class B has a child class for the class B. Okay, now here, see, assume this is one package. This is one package. Now we have a protected class here. We have a class which all having a protected members. Protected members, they are accessible within the class, outside the class, but within the same package. Within the same package. Okay, and you can't access any member of this protected access modifier outside the package. You can't do. But if you want to access, you have to go to the child of protected class members. Okay, whichever class is protected, prefix with the protected access modifier, those class members those class members are accessible outside the package, but through the child class of the another package. Okay, suppose this class is A. Okay, now this class B extends A. Okay, this class name is A and this B extends A. So this is a parent class and this is a child class. This class A is a parent class, class A is a parent class, and this class B is a child class. Class B is a child class. Excuse me. Now, after this, the last one in the row, the last one, that is your public access modifier. See, public is accessible anywhere. Literally, it is accessible anywhere. It is accessible within the class. It is accessible outside the class. It is accessible within the package. Okay, and it is accessed outside the package also. Outside the package also it is accessed. Outside the package also it is accessed. You have to remember that protected members can be accessed inside the class, outside the class, okay, and inside the package, not outside the package. If you want to access outside the package, you can only access the child class of its own class. Okay, child class of its own class. Now public, it can be accessed anywhere without the restrictions. There will be no restrictions. There will be no restrictions for the access modifier public. Public can be accessed anywhere. Okay, now let me write a table here. You guys have to tell me if it is accessed within the package or outside the package. Okay, so let us first take, yeah. Okay, so let us take a access modifier here. Access modifier. Then here comes if it is within the class. Within the class, okay, within the package, okay, within the class, within the package, okay, outside the package, outside the package, and outside the package with child class, or outside the class package by the child class, you can take. Okay, now let me take the access modifiers. So access modifiers are starting from the least accessed, that is private. Next comes is shall go for default. Next comes protected. Next comes here public. Okay, what happened? You go offline in between, so could you repeat? I was offline since 3 minutes. Really? From what time to what time there was a network issue? Let me know. What time to what time there was a network issue? Protected concept full. Okay. Okay, sure, no problem. I'll explain you again. Okay, you guys understood private, default, and public? Everybody understood private, default, and public? Directly use in public concept. No, I was teaching you guys. Okay, just wait a minute. Okay, yeah, once again, let me copy this. We shall take a new one. I think there is a network issue a bit today, but no issues. I'll repeat again. Okay. See, guys, private is private elements. The members which are prefixed with private, they are accessible only inside the class. The members which are prefixed with the default, okay, the members, that's the class members which are prefixed with a default access modifier, they're accessible within the class, okay, and outside the class also they're accessible, but within the package, okay, outside the class also they're accessible, but within the within the package, within the package, okay. And protected protected members, protected members, they're accessible within the class, they're accessible outside the class also, they're accessible, and they're also accessible within the package, within the same class, and outside the class, but within the same package. And and you can't access protected members directly outside the package. No, you can't access. But you can access with the child class of the protected class. Any child class of this protected class. Any any child class of this protected class can access the protected members. Okay. Suppose in the package A, okay, in the package A, in the package A, and in the package B. Now, in the package A, we have a class ABC, okay, and in the package B, we have class DF. Now, here, class ABC. This class ABC is accessible. Whatever the members of the protected is there, they are accessible within the class. Within the class, they are also accessible outside the class. Okay, they are accessible within the class. The members of the protected, the members of the protected, they are accessible within the class, and they are accessible outside the class. They are accessible outside the class, and they are also not accessible outside the package. But you can make it accessible, okay, you can make it accessible, okay, with the help of a child class. Now class ABC is there. Now this class DF extends ABC. Class DF extends ABC. So this class DF has become a child for ABC. Okay, this class DF has become a child for ABC. So the protected members can be accessed within the class. Outside the class also it can be accessed, but within the package. Within the package only it can access. Okay, and you can't access a protected members outside the package. But with the help of child class you can surely access. With the help of child class, with the help of child class, you can surely access it. Okay. Now, coming to the public directly, public you can access anywhere. Public members, the public members can be accessed anywhere. Literally anywhere they can be accessed. Okay. The members which are prefixed with the public can be accessed anywhere. Okay. So they can be accessed within the class, outside the class, within the package, and outside the package freely also they can be accessible. Okay. Within the class, outside the class, within the package, and outside the package also they can be easily accessible. Okay. So this is about your access modifiers. Okay. Now, here. So what we shall do is, we shall go for this exercise once again. Okay, just a minute. Okay, you guys have to tell me, okay, where and all the members are accessible. Okay. Okay, guys. Yes. Now, can you tell me where the private members are accessible? Are they accessible within the class? Private members? The members which are prefixed with the private, are they accessible within the class? Okay. No, not within the package. They're accessible only within the class. They're accessible within the class. Outside the package with or by the child class. By child class. See guys, this private is there, no? They are accessible only within the class. Okay? They are not accessible within the package. They are not accessible outside the package. Okay, once again. One more sentence should be there here. Okay. Let me write it. Here, let me write it. Outside the package by the child class. By the child class. Okay. Next. Okay. See guys here. Okay, just a minute. Let me bring it down here. I'm trying to reduce it. Okay, once again. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys. Yes, we got it now. Okay. See, guys, private members, you already know, they can be accessed only within the class. We have seen in encapsulation. To access them, we have written methods, getter and setter. That is encapsulation. Okay. Private members, are accessible only within the class. Private members are accessible only within the class. They are not accessed within the package, not outside the package, and not outside the package by the child classes. Okay. Next, coming to default. Yes, tell me where and all default is. Okay. Default inside the class. Okay. Yes. Within the class, you can access default. Yes. Within the package also, you can access default. Yes. So you can't access. Outside the package, and outside the package with the child class also you can't access. Okay. Next. Now here. Now protected. Yes. What about protected? Okay, protected inside the class. Fine. Okay, outside the class also. Okay, yes, within the class, within package, yes. and outside the package by the child class. Usually protected members are not accessed outside the package. Okay, protected members are not accessed outside the package. They are not accessed, but you can access the protected members outside the package with the help of child classes, and they are not accessed outside the package. Okay, they are not accessed outside the package. Okay, next. Okay, next we shall go for public. Okay, so public access modifier. Now what about public? Public can be accessed everywhere. Yes, all four. Yes, correct. Public within the class. Okay, within the package. Yes. Okay, can access every. Yes, you can access. Okay, you can access within the class. Okay, within the package also, and outside the package also you can access, and outside the package by the child class also you can access. Everywhere. Okay, everywhere you can access these public members. Okay, all the members of public can be accessible everywhere. Okay, so this is about your access modifiers. Okay, I hope everybody got it. Everybody understood access modifiers, where they are accessible and everything? Everybody understood? Okay. Okay, guys, fine. Now let us get into our very important concept, that is your string literal. Voice come first and screen visibility. Okay, is the screen visible now? Now? Okay, I'm offing the screen. Screen offed. Is there any lag now? Any lag? Right now, no. Okay. No, I am only lagging. Your screen is right. I am only lagging actually. I am telling, then I am showing the screen. No problem. Okay, so let us get into our very important concept, which is related to your interview also. That is a string. String. Okay. Now, can anyone tell me what is string? Can anyone tell me what is a string? You guys have already studied about this. What is a string? Yes, what do you mean by string? Yes, anything which is enclosed within the double quotes. Anything which is enclosed within the double quotes is called as string. Okay. Anything means whatever it is. Suppose hi. If I'm enclosing hi within double quotes, okay. If I'm enclosing hi within the double quotes, now this has become a string literal. This has become a string literal. Okay. Now, anything enclosed within double quotes is called as a string literal. String means anything enclosed within double quotes, but the data which is enclosed within double quote. Okay. Any data which is enclosed within double quote is called as string literal. Okay. String literal. Now let us study the characteristics of the string. Okay. Let us study the characteristics of the string. Okay. Now let us study characteristics of string. Okay, you have to know that the first character of the string is. Okay, now whenever a data, suppose hello, if you are using in your Java, any data like hello, okay, this is a string literal. Obviously this is a string data or a string literal. If you are using this string literal or any this string data, what happens is, now, you know heap area, right? Inside heap area, there is one more area called as string constant pool. Okay, there is one more area called as string constant pool. Now what happens? As soon as we write any data within double quotes, as soon as we write any data within double quotes, okay, one object will be created for that string in the string constant pool. An object will be created for the data within a string constant pool, and address also will be given. So object is hello, okay, address is 0x1. Now anything or any data enclosed within double quotes is called as a string data or string literal. Now as soon as we create one string data in our Java, your compiler will create an object for that string data by default in a string constant pool. Compiler will create an object. Compiler will create an object for the this hello string data in a inside a string constant pool. Okay, by default it will be created. Okay, and suppose if you write hello again, okay, suppose if you write hello again, suppose I want to create one more object, but I am giving same data. I want to create one more string object, but I am giving same data. In this case, this object also will be pointed towards the same string constant pool. This hello instance, that is string instance. Now this hello will be pointed to, okay, will be pointed to the same object. Same object it will be pointed to. Same object it will be pointed to, and no other special objects will be created. No other special objects will be created because this old data and the newly given data are same. This data and this data are same. So compiler will first check the data which is given with the old data. It will compare with all the remaining data. If it is same, it will not create one more object, but it will be pointing towards that object. Suppose if you write hello, just a case change. Suppose if you just write the case change in case. Hello only you write, but there is a change in the case. Okay, there is a change in the case. Now here for this one more instance will be created of string type. It will be hello, address will be 0x2 0x2 0x2. Okay, now here we have hello, but everything in a lowercase. Now for this string, your compiler will create one string constant pool. I mean one instance of the string in a string constant pool. For this hello data, compiler will create one string object in the string constant pool. Address may be 0x2 random address. Now the data hello will be stored here. Okay, so from this you can know that your string, whatever the string you are learning, strings are case sensitive, or you can tell string is case sensitive. String is case sensitive. Strings are case sensitive. You know what do you mean by string? String is a literal. Okay, string is a literal, or you can tell it's a data. And string is also called as group of characters that are enclosed within double quote. Enclosed within double quote. Enclosed within double quote. Okay, now I'm repeat string concept. See guys, string means anything enclosed within double quotes is called a string. Okay, suppose if you write a hello data, listen, hello data if you're writing, for that compiler will create one object in the string constant pool. Compiler will create one object in the string constant pool. Suppose same hello if you're giving again, if you're creating again in the Java program, compiler will point to the same address, same data, because it is also same and the previous one also is same. Suppose if you create a different one. Okay, for that one more object will be created because the case is changing. Here the case is changing. Since the case is changing here, okay, since the case is changing here, for that one more object will be created. So by that you can know that your string is a case sensitive. Okay, and string means it's a group of characters which is enclosing within double quote. Character means what? Anything which is enclosed within single quote is a characters. But suppose if the same characters you group, okay, suppose K you take Kumar, if you want to take K U M A R, Kumar. Now these are a characters. So string you can take it as a Kumar, and now it is a group of characters. You can also call string as a group of characters that are enclosed within double quotes. Group of characters that are enclosed within double quotes. Okay, and you have to know that string is non-primitive data. String data. String literal is a non-primitive data. It is not a primitive data, but it is a non-primitive data. It is a non-primitive data. String is a non-primitive data. And we can store a string. Okay, we can store a string data by creating an object for it. We can store string data. We can store string data by creating object in these four ways. Listen carefully. You can store any string data by creating an object for that string in the four ways. So first way is string s is equal to some data. Okay, Kumar. Okay, this is first way. Okay, second way, by creating an object for the string. Okay, string s1 is equal to new string of, okay, here you can write Kumar date. Okay, this is a first way, this is a second way, and third way is you can go for a string buffer. S2 is equal to new string buffer of. Okay, you can write Kumar. Next, last one, that is string builder. S3 is equal to new string builder of Kumar. Listen carefully. These are the four ways. Of creating a string object or a string instance. This is how you create an instance for the string. So, okay, this is okay because you know new keyword creates an object. Okay, this is how you can create an object for string. But how come here we are creating object? Just now I told you. So if you're using any data, whether it's in a printing statement or in a normal variable you're storing, okay. Now for this Kumar, your compiler will create one string object which will have data Kumar in a SCP area, that is in a string constant pool. This string constant pool is present in heap area. This string constant pool is present in heap area. Okay, so as soon as you create any data within double quotes, that data will be stored as a string object or string instance inside a SCP area. Who will do this? Compiler will do it. Obviously for this data, and for this data also. See, they are the same. Okay, they are the same, so it will be pointed towards this data will be pointed towards this. But since we have a new keyword, it will be a different object. We'll come to know about this later. Okay, so these are the four ways of creating a string object. You can store a string data using these four ways. We can store a string by creating instance of the string like this directly. You can store creating an object for a string class, creating object for string buffer, creating object for string builder. Okay, so the string buffer, string builder are present in a java.lang class. Okay, I mean java.lang, but java.lang.string class. Okay, and these are next java, your string buffer is present in java.lang.string buffer. Java.lang.string buffer. Next, you can also go for java.lang.string builder. String builder. Okay. So these are the three inbuilt classes using which you can create an object for the string. You can create an instance for the string. You can create an instance for the string using these three inbuilt classes. So since they are already present in lang package, you already know lang package members are by default imported. Okay, I mean they are inherited already. They imported, inherited, everything is there. All the lang package members are already present inside the class. Okay, all the lang package members are present inside the class always. Okay, now next, okay, let us directly go into a program. Okay, let us understand using program. Yes, Preeti, you have an idea now what is string? You got it? Yes, Preeti, you got an idea what is string? Okay, so let us create one package. So we are in E23. Now let us go for okay, so we will create one package, src package. So we shall go for string programs, not just string, because string is an inbuilt class. You should not take the already present class name. Okay, so string is an inbuilt class. We will name it as string programs. Okay, string programs. Okay, now under this, now let us create a class called as demo. Let us create a class called as demo. Okay, in this demo class, okay, in this demo class, let us have a main method. Let us have a main method here. Now, okay, so we have a main method here now. Okay, fine. Next, suppose I create a string object here directly, hello. Okay, and I create one more string object here. Okay, and I write the same data here also. Okay, now we know. Okay, now we know that this hello and this hello belongs to one instance of string. This hello and this hello belongs to one instance of string. We know that. Okay, we know that. Now here, how shall we know with a proof? Okay, how we shall know with a proof? Now how we can know that? What is a proof? So you know, okay, so this is a hello. Okay, this is a hello. So you can know once if you store in a string variable. Okay, so this hello and this hello is same. Okay, and this hello, let me show you. Okay, this hello, they both are same. They both are same, but this hello which I'm writing now, it is different. Okay, this hello and this hello are same. This hello and this hello are same, and this hello is different. Okay, this hello is different. Now how can we provide? Okay, how can we provide? Very simple. Let us store this data in a string variable. Okay, let us store this data in a string variable. So string S1 is equal to hello. Okay. Next, string S2 is equal to the hello in a smaller case. Hello in a smaller case. Now, here, how can we know if both are same? Okay, suppose if I write hello and hello, okay, now both are same. How can we know that? How can we know that? We can print it. We can check if S1 equal to S2. So using equals, we can compare the string and string. Okay. Using S1, we will take the hello. Using S2, we will take the remaining hello. Okay. Now you have to know one more thing that, okay, you have to know one more thing inside a string class, that is the members of string. In the members of string class, okay, the object class members, okay, the object class first three methods, that is toString, equals, and hash code are already overridden. You have to know that inside a string class, okay, inside a string class, okay, toString, equals, and hash code are already overridden. If toString is overridden means if you're printing a reference variable, you will get the data. Equals is overridden means, okay, it doesn't matter how many objects are there. If data is same, it will return true. Okay, hash code, it doesn't matter how many objects are there. If the data is same, okay, of any object, it will return one unique ID. It will generate one unique ID. It will generate one unique ID. Okay. So these three methods, object class method, are already overridden. Already it is overridden in our Java. Inside class string, inside for the class string, the string is a class inside java.lang package. This string class has already overridden toString, equals, and hash code. That is why if you print S1, you will get a hello. You will get a hello. Okay, so let us check the output here. Okay, can you see here? You are getting hello. Why? We are getting hello because toString is overridden in a string. Next, we shall go for S2. See, if you print S2 also, you will still get hello only. Why? Because toString is overridden. toString is overridden. That is why you have here. Okay, hello and hello. Next, we shall check if both are same or not. How? With the equal to. Okay, dot equals to also you'll get the same thing. Using equals to also you'll get the same thing. How? S1 equal to S2. Obviously, this hello is equal to this hello. This hello data is same as this hello data. This data and this data, that is the data inside S1 and data inside S2 are the same. So if you go for S1 equal to S2, you will get a true. You will get a true here. Okay. Now we shall also use equals. In equals also you'll get true. Okay. So here S1 dot equals of S2. S1 dot equals of S2. Okay. S1 dot equals of S2. Now you already know equals method is already overridden here. Before overriding, equals acts as a equal to operator. It will act as equal to operator. But your equals method is already overridden. Okay, equals method is already overridden in the string class. So the datas are same. Datas are matching. Fine. It will return a true. Okay. It will return a true. Okay. So I'll get hello, true and true. Hello, true and okay. So this is about a string class. Okay, and you have to know one more thing about string, that you have to know one more thing about string, that okay, okay, string is an inbuilt class. You have to know that string is an inbuilt class. String is an inbuilt class. It is defined in java.lang package. Java.lang package. Okay, and you have to know that string is a final class. Final class. Now I have explained you about your final keyword for the variable. Yes, toString. Guys, you guys know, right, what is toString? Object class methods. You guys have studied, right? I taught you object class first three methods, toString, equals, and hash code. Yes, everybody remembers? Yes, I think Preeti is not remembering. We have toString method in object class. ToString, equals, and hash code. Those three methods we have learned. Excuse me. So you have to know that the string is a final class. Now, guys, what is the feature of a class which is prefixed with a final? I explained you about this also. A class which is prefixed with a final. A class which is prefixed with a final. Yes? Final can be prefixed for a class, for a variable, and also for a method. Yes, very good. Yes, very good. See, variables, methods, you know. Okay. The class which is prefixed with the final, it can't be inherited. See, final variable value we can change. Final method you can't override. Final class you can't inherit. Okay, you can't inherit a final class. So a string is also one such class. String is a final class. You can't inherit. You can't inherit a string class. Okay, and any inbuilt class, whatever class you take, if I create class ABC, if I create class ABC, or if I have an inbuilt class string, okay, if I have an inbuilt class string or a user defined class ABC, all classes extends object class. All classes, whether it's a user defined or already inbuilt. Okay, you inbuilt class or a user defined class, all the classes extends the object class. All the classes extends the object class. And you have to know object class members, toString method, equals method, okay, and hash code method. They're all overridden here. They're all overridden here. Okay, so, and you have to also know that your class string, okay, string is a class, right? String is a class. Class string inherits, okay, class string inherits serializable interface, okay, and comparable interface, okay, and the last one, that is a char sequence interface. Okay, so what is the uses? You have to give a dotted lines whenever it is an inheritance between an interface and a class. Whenever there is an inheritance between interface and a class, you have to give dotted lines. Dotted lines indicates inheritance between a class and an interface. Okay, now what about this serializable? Serializable is an interface. Okay, it will not do that much, but it's a markup interface. Okay, it's a markup interface, and it does not provide any inbuilt methods or any constants. It will not provide anything, but simply it will provide some information during runtime to the JVM. Serializable interface, it will just provide some information to the JVM during runtime. For enabling serialization and deserialization. For enabling serialization and deserialization. Okay, now can you guys tell me what is the use of this comparable interface? We have learned in the last class. Last to last class we have learned, I think. So yes, what is the use of comparable interface? Comparable interface we have learned. Anyone? Comparable interface. What for we have gone for comparable interface? Comparator interface we have learned. Comparator interface we have learned. Yes. What is the use of comparable interface? Why you go for comparable interface? Anyone? No, in only one order. In only natural ordering sorting. So if you want to sort any attribute, okay, if you want to sort any attribute, this comparable method will provide one comparable interface provides one method called as compare to method, using which you can sort any one attribute at a time. Okay, one attribute you can sort with the help of a built-in sort method which accepts any array, and it will arrange all the elements in a natural ordering, that is an ascending order. Now that's about a comparable interface. Now char sequence. See guys, this char sequence is an interface. Okay, what it will do is it will provide char at of index method. Char sequence interface. Char sequence interface provides char out of index method, using which we will be able to access the every single element of an of the string. Okay, we'll be able to will be able to access will be able to access every element of the string using this method called as char out of index method, using this method called as char out of index method. Okay, so this is why your string class is able to serialize and deserialize. You can have a elements in a sorted way, and you have a method called as a char out of index method. Okay, now so this is just an introduction to your string. Okay, so let us understand more about your string class with the programs. Okay, let us understand more about your string class. Okay, so now last one, repeat again. See guys, your char sequence is an interface. Okay, it will provide a caret method. See how it is. Okay, I will just give an example. If you take a name Kumar, okay, K U M A R, Kumar, in an array. Okay, if you are having a char array, group of arrays are called as string. Group of characters are called as string. Okay, suppose index starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so guys, listen carefully. Using caret method, suppose this string, okay, this string is stored in a variable str. Now with the help of str dot char out of index 0, if you're printing str dot character of 0, here character which is in the 0th index will be accessed. Okay, if you go for str dot char out of 1, okay, you'll be able to access u. Next, str dot char out of 2, you'll be able to access m. Are you getting now why we have to use a caret method? Character at the index method. Okay, yes, Sanket got it. Okay, so this is about a string, and let us do some more programs regarding your class string. Okay, so here currently we have class. One small example we have. Okay, let us okay, so we have a program here. Next, what we shall do is, okay, now whatever the programs will be doing, no, it is already present in your PDF. Okay, whatever the PDF I sent, it is present, so don't worry if I edit here only. Okay, so we have a class demo here. Now let us create one string. Okay, let us create a string s1 is equal to, this is how you create an object for string. Okay, second way of creating object. So here we will write the data hello. Okay, next Next, we shall go for the next object, string. S2 is equal to new string of. Okay, we shall go for the same data, that is hello. Okay, now if you print S1, you will still get the hello data because toString is overridden. ToString is overridden. Okay, if you print S2, you will get the same hello data because toString is overridden. But inside S1 and S2, your address of the new keyword is stored. Inside S1 and inside S2, address of new keyword is stored. So when you go for S1 equal to S2. When you go for S1 equal to S2. Now what happens about S1 and S2? See, if you just print S1, you will get hello. If you just print S2, you will get hello. But if you are comparing S1 with S2, okay, if you are comparing S1 with S2, okay, if you are comparing S1 with the S2, you can, if you are comparing, you can compare with the equals. So what is the thing here? See, you already know double equals, that is equal to compares the address of the object. Equal to compares the address of the object. So here S1 address is different and S2 address is also different because they both have a new keywords. They both have new keywords. S1 address is different and S2 address is also different. Both S1 and S2 address is different. Since it is different, now let us execute. I'll show you here. S1 equal to S2. It is different. So obviously two addresses can't be same here because we have two new keyword. When we have two new keyword, obviously two different addresses will be there. Two different addresses will be there. Okay. So S1 equal to S2. So 0x1 equal to 0x2. Obviously you can't compare. Okay. So you will get a false here. Next, we shall go for equals method. We will tell the answer now. Okay. So S1 dot equals of S2. Okay, guys, tell me the answer. S1 dot equals of S2. What is the output? What is the output? S1 dot really equals method. Equals. See the data. What equals method will do? I already told you. Equals is already overridden here. Equals is already overridden here. You are having object address here, that is why you are getting false. But here it is comparing the data without the overriding equals method. Yes, you guys have forgotten. Surely you guys have forgotten overridden. Yes. Since you have the same data, you can go for comparing the data. See, because visibly we are not overriding equals, but toString equals and hash code are already overridden here. In the string, it's already overridden. Now here, S1 equals to S2, obviously they are two different objects. Okay, but how? Okay, let me show you here. Reduce the screen. Okay, let me write it here. Oh. Okay, so here what happens is, okay, yeah. So listen carefully. S1 is there. So S1, for the S1, one object will be created in a heap area. One object will be created in heap area, not in SCP area. And for the S2, one more object will be created in heap area. Now, these two areas are having a data hello. Okay, but you already know for any data, for any string data, already one object for string will be created in SCP area. In SCP area, already one data for the hello will be created. If you're taking it as 0x1, obviously the same data only is present inside S1 and S2. Okay. Let me show you here neatly once again. Okay, let us create this. Now, suppose we have here a SCP heap area. Okay, suppose we have a heap area. Assume this is the heap area. Okay, and inside heap area we have a SCP area, string constant pool area. We have SCP area, that is string constant pool area. Now in the program, if you're seeing, already there is a string hello. Okay, so our compiler, before creating an instance for this data hello, an object already will be created in a string constant pool. By default, for hello, an object will be already created in a SCP area. Now when you go for this statement, that is string s1 is equal to new string of, here suppose if you write hello, okay, for this hello, already one SCP area object, that is a string instance, is already created. One string instance is already created. Now because we have a new keyword, one object will be created in a heap area. Okay, one object will be created in heap area, and this object address only will be present here, that is 0x1. Or you can write it as a, you can take it as a 0x1, because the same data only will be there, no? Or else you can directly take the data hello. Okay, now so inside s1 we have the address 0y1. Next string object, string s2 is equal to new string of, that is same hello only. Okay, so obviously for this data already one instance is already there. Now because of the new keyword, one more object will be created, address 0y2, and it has the data same hello only, so this hello will be present here. Okay, so HELLO, this is both present here. Now inside S2 you have the address 0y2. Now if you take 0y1, that is S1 equal to S2, that is 0y1 equal to 0y2. Now you guys tell me, is 0y1 equal to 0y2? Can 0y1 equal to 0y2? Is it possible one object address can be equal to another object address? Is it 0y1 equal to 0y2? Is it possible? No, it is not possible. 0y1 equal to 0y1. It is not equal to 0y2. So that is why here you can't get a true here. Equal to operator compares LHS with the RHS. So here 0y1 is not equal to 0y2. So that is why we got a false here. That is why S1 equal to S2. S1 equal to S2, we got false. Address are different due to new keyword. Yes, address are different. Next, S1 dot equals of S2. Okay, so we don't have to see anything here. We already know overriding equals. You already know what is it, right? So S1 dot equals. So when you're going for overriding equals, it will only see the data. It will only see that. The link of how it will see is very simple. See, here also hello address is there. Here also hello address is there. So if it is pointing towards same object, obviously your equals method will return a true. So hello dot equals hello. Excuse me. So obviously this data hello is equal to this data hello. So here, since it's overridden, you don't have to go to design. Here only you can see this hello and this hello are same. This hello and this hello are same. So you will get a true here. You will get a true here. Let us execute here. Are you getting true? Yes. Why you getting true? Because of overridden equals method. Overridden equals method. Okay. Next, listen carefully. I'm gonna take one more string object. String s3 is equal to, I'm gonna go for hello Now, next string s4 is equal to, we shall take a same hello. Okay, okay. So guys, your counselor is here. Okay, we'll resume back after requirement announcement. Yes, Varshita, I can carry on.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, guys. This is Vashita from announcement team. Am I audible to everyone? Guys, am I audible to everyone? Okay. So, guys, I've shared the new batches link in your broadcast. So, it's an API. API it is for experienced candidates. Those have completed manual testing. So, if you're completed manual testing and if you're an experienced student, so you can attend API class. And I've showed you the advanced Java. Advanced Java it is for development students. Those have completed core Java and project class. So advanced Java project class it is for development students. Those have completed advanced Java so they can attain advanced Java project class. Scriptless automation testing. Scriptless automation testing it is for testing students. Those have completed manual testing. Okay. And aptitude parallelly everyone can attain the classes. So please save that links and attend the classes regularly, guys. So any doubts regarding the new batches? So any doubts regarding the new batches? Okay, so these are the update for the today's class. Thank you, guys. Thank you, mom.
Okay, guys, we'll resume back. Okay. So here, 1 second. Okay. So here in your current program, here, we have taken two data, hello and hello. We have taken two data, hello and hello. Now, if I'm doing the same thing here, now you guys have to tell me the output. S3 equal to S4 and here S3 dot dot equals of S4. Now, what is the output of line number 14 and line number 15? Output of line number 14 and line number 15. See, S3 and S4. S3 and S4. I'm not taking S1 and S2. I'm taking S3 and S4. Guys, yes, Preeti has understood. Yes, Preeti, it's correct. See, S3 equal to S4. I'm telling you, I'm not taking a string new object. I'm just taking a data, string literal. Hello is there, hello is there. If you're printing S3, you'll get hello. S4 also you'll get hello only. Hello is equal to hello. Yes, there is no new keyword is there. So, it is true. Okay, now here S3 dot equals of S4. S3 dot equals of S4. Now here also it is. Yes, here also it is true because of this data. Okay, now if we execute, you'll be getting true and true. You'll be getting true and true. Okay, so this is the reason you need to know the difference when you are having string literal, when you are having a string object. Okay, so in those both you need to know the difference first. Okay, okay, so let us go for okay, let us go for one more thing, one more program. Okay, this code is already there in your PDF. I've already mentioned there the code. Okay, it's already there. Yeah, we'll do it. So string s1 is equal to, okay, we'll go for hi Preeti. We will take hi. Okay, now we have taken hi Preeti. String s1. Now string s2 is equal to same hi Preeti. Okay, now shall go for string s3 is equal to new string of, okay, hi Preeti. Okay, and here now you guys have to tell me if s1 equal to s3. Okay, now tell me if s1 is equal to s3, true or false. Okay, why is it false? Why is it false? Why is it false? New keyword is there. Okay, so okay, one second. Two separate objects created. Okay, just a minute, I'm getting. Excuse me, I just got a call. Okay, so okay, here, okay, so when we have a string s1 is equal to hi Preeti. Okay, next, as soon as you create a string literal or string data, excuse me. Okay, so inside a heap area there is a string constant pool. There is a string constant pool inside SCP area. I mean inside heap area. So this is heap area. Okay, this is SCP area, string constant pool. Now, as soon as we have the data hi Preeti here, your compiler will create one string object with address 0x1. Now, the data hi Preeti is stored. Data hi Preeti is stored. Okay, next, your S1 is pointing towards where? S1 is pointing towards the address 0x1. Okay, next, string s2 is equal to hi Preeti. Okay, now same data is there. So what will happen? One more new string constant pool will not be created. One more string instance will not be created inside a string constant pool. But instead what happens? S2 also will be pointing towards this address. Since the data is same, the present data and whatever the data we are giving, it is same. It will not create a new one. So S1 and S2 both are same and they are both pointing towards the same object. Now when you have one more object, that is string s3 is equal to new string of data hi Preeti. Okay, now what happens is, because of that new keyword, you see already first for the data you have to see, Hi Priti, this data is pointing towards this instance. You already know that. Okay. Now, because of new keyword, one object will be created in a heap area. One object will be created in a heap area. In heap area, one object will be created. One object will be created in heap area. Okay. After that, what is the data stored in Hi Priti? I mean, this string, that is Hi Priti. It will be stored. Hi Preeti only it will be stored, but instead what happens, this data 0x1 only will be stored here. The data 0x1 only will be stored. 0x1 means obviously it is Hi Preeti. So this new keyword, okay, all the things is done, and S3 is pointing towards, okay, S3 is pointing towards 0y1. So S1 is equal to 0x1, S2 is also equals to 0x1, but S3 is equal to 0y1. S3 is equal to 0y1. S1 0x1, S2 0x2, S3 is equal to 0y1. Okay. Now, if you are comparing S1 equals to S3, S1 equal to S3, obviously it is not true. Why? 0x1 is not equal to 0y1. 0x1, 0y1, they are different. Okay, it will not be equal. So only here you will be getting a false. You will be getting a false here. You will be getting a false because of that. Okay. Next. Okay. Here let us take one data. Hello. Next. Let's remove this. S2. I think S2 is equal to. Okay. So what we shall do is we will take hello only, but in a lowercase. Hello. And we are comparing if S1 is equal to S2 and we are going for S1 dot equals of S2. Now can you tell me the output of line number 9 and 10? Output of line number 9 and 10. See the data. False and false? Yes, very good. Why? Because, okay, let me tell you here. Let us create a new one. Okay, so what is the first line? Inside a heap area, okay, let us create one memory first. Heap area, and inside that we have SCP. Okay, this is heap area. This is SCP area. Okay, next. When you have a one line of string S1 is equal to, if you're taking hello, obviously one object for it will be created. Inside SCP 0x1 hello will be stored. Now one more string S2 is equal to new string of data hello. Now what happens? Your compiler will compare this data and this data. Compiler will compare this data as well as the present data. Since they are not matching, one more object in a string constant pool will be created. 0x2, the data will be hello. The data will be hello only. Now, because of the new keyword, okay, now one object will be created in a string, I mean this heap area. Because of new keyword, an object will be created in heap area, and the data 0x2 is present. That is hello will be present. Okay, all lowercase hello will be present. Now if you see here, S1 is pointing towards the address 0x1 and S2 is pointing towards the address 0y1. So if you go for S1 equal to S2, that is 0x1 equal to 0y2. Obviously it is not. So the first line here in S1 equal to S2, that is why you will get a false here. Next, Coming to S1 dot equals of S2. For this, we don't have to go here because they have a two different data. Okay, they have a two different data. So here capital H, here small h, and you have to know that string is a case sensitive. String is case sensitive. So this hello is different, this hello is different. If you see in the design here, I mean in the diagram here, this hello is a different object, this hello is a different string object. Okay, so this is why both are different. Okay, so since both the datas are different, though equals is overridden, they both the data are different, and you'll be getting a false. You'll be getting a false. Let us execute. Are you getting false and false? Yes. Okay. Okay, I hope it's clear. Next one we shall go for S1 is equal to new string of data. Hello. We shall go for only comparing this. Okay, can you guys tell me the output now? S1 dot equals of S2. What is the output? What is the output? It is false. Okay, why is it false? What is the reason? Why is it false? It is having a different data. These two string objects has a different data. These two string object has a different data. So that is why it is a false. It is a false. Okay, next. So after that, okay, let me give you one more. Okay, if you're answering that, then it will be good. Okay, just a minute. Excuse me. Okay, let me give you one more. Okay, I have hello here. Okay, let me take everything as a capital HELLO. Now, okay, what we shall do is hello done. Next we shall go for string. You have to be very careful. Okay, you have to be very careful here. String S3 is equal to S1 and string S4 is equal to now this HELLO. Hello. Now, can you tell me if S2 is equal to S4? What is the output? Line number 11. What is the output? S2 equal to S4. What is the output? It is false. Okay. Okay, it is false. Okay, fine. Okay, now let us see why it is false. Okay, now let us see why it is false. Okay, so here let us take a different one. I mean different memory here. Now let us take one is heap area. In that we shall take one SCP area. Okay, so this is heap area, this is SCP area. Now the first statement what we have given is string S1 is equal to new string of data hello. As soon as you see this data, you have to create one object here for this. Address is 0x1, the data will be hello. Okay, next. String S2 is equal to new string of. New string of. You'll get the data HELLO. Now, for this data, obviously, you need to create one more string object, string instance. 0x2, the data will be completely caps. HELLO. HELLO. Next, string S3 is equal to S1. What is the data stored in S1? S1. Okay, so that data only we are creating. Okay, 1 second. So we have a new keyword also, right? So because of this new keyword, one object will be created here. We left that 0y1 and it will be pointing to 0x1, that is hello. Okay, next new keyword for h2, 0x2 and 0y2, 0y1 here, 0y2. Obviously, it is pointing towards 0x2, the data caps HELLO. So S1 equals to 0y1, S2 equals to 0y2, and S3 is equal to S1 means S3 is also is equal to S1 means S3 is also 0y1. Now if you're taking string S4 is equal to the data HELLO, you have to know that this HELLO data is already present. HELLO data is already present. So now S4 will point towards 0x2. S4 will point towards 0x2. So S4 will have the address 0x2. Now, if you are checking the condition S2 equal to S4, what is the data in S2? 0y2. What is the data in S4? 0x2. 0x2 and 0y2 are two different things. So you can't compare. I mean, you will get a false. That is why here, now, checking here, obviously, you will get a false. You will get a false. Okay, so let us execute this. You're getting a false. Okay, so this is it. Okay, now you guys are clear with the concept string. Tomorrow there is so many inbuilt methods in a string. We will discuss all of them tomorrow class. Okay, are you guys clear with the concept string? Everyone, let me know. Everybody are clear with the concept? Everybody understood everything? Oops, revision we will do after strings because string concept is there. See, instead of asking me for doing revision, no, you guys can go through the notes. Go to the notes. I will also do revision also. Part 2 full revision I will do, not only oops. Okay, we will do full revision also, no problem. If you want only oops, then yesterday's notes I have not sent to packages. Okay, Saturday test will be part 2. Yeah, part 2 Saturday or Sunday you might have. Part 2 final assessment. See, after string, okay, after string, that's all. After string, part 2 will be completed. This string concept we have started today, it will be completed within this week. So Sunday you will have a final part 2 assessment. I mean final is next. Okay, one more is there, final, but this is for the part 2. So make sure you guys will attend it. Okay, if you're not attending, obviously I can't give you mock rating. Everything is in your hands only if you're attending. Okay, I hope every concept is clear for you. Okay, and yes, so yes guys, let me ask you some questions. See, to yesterday's notes I've sent and our packages PDF I have not sent. I will send that also. So packages and this access modifiers and the string concept notes I will send you. Programs is already present in that string. Okay, string PDF. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. So make sure you go through every concept, every program. Okay, every concept you have to go through. Okay, and don't skip any concept. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the class. During classes, you can ask me. Don't skip any concept. Okay, so after string, we're gonna start with your part 3. Part 3, I've already sent you portions, right? Yeah. Part 3 will start with a wrapper class. Okay, we'll start with wrapper class. Then we shall go towards, okay, we shall start with exception first, because for exception, okay, wrapper class, first exception we will go through, then we'll go for wrapper, then we'll go for collection framework, then we shall go for your file handling, then multi-threading. We'll do lots and lots of programs, all those concepts. Okay, so within 2 weeks, now within 1.5 week, you are including this also, including 1.5 week, your portions will be done. So this Sunday you will have part 2 assessment, and next Sunday you might have a final assessment. If you are completing part 3 also. Part 3, there is not so much. Part 3 is less only. Okay, you can easily understand it. So much is not there in part 3. Okay. Okay, so yes guys, that's it. Next class will tell me how to get package. Yeah, sure. Okay, I forgot about it. Just a minute. 1 second. Okay, just a minute, I will tell you. Okay, the second, if you have deleted, yeah, Preeti, don't worry about that. We will have a revision. Don't worry about that. Before assessment, we will have. See, suppose if you have deleted a package, deleted any package. Okay, delete for default, it is not there. Suppose in case if you have deleted any package, okay, like you can perform any Eclipse like project, you can restore directly by selecting a package where you deleted file, no, wherever the location you have deleted, no, okay, you have to select the previous level where you deleted package is there, and you have to go for Control Z to get it back. Okay, deleted package, not deleted files. And okay, as soon as if you have deleted, you can go for Control Z and you can restore it. But if it is so many members, so many days, means files you can restore, but okay, so you have to go for select package, right click, and where is the restore from local history. Okay, okay, interface programs, interface 1. Okay, select your files, click OK. So if you want to go for files, you can go like this. You can go for a project, right click. You can go for the restore. Where is it? Restore. Restore from local history. Then you can go for, you can select whichever the files you want, you can select and you can go for restore. The files you can do like this, but packages, okay, packages, how we have to do. I think you can't. Files you can restore, but if you delete a package, then you can't. You have to be very careful before deleting, right? You can't. Okay. By default, if you have deleted, you can go for Control Z and you will get that package, deleted one. But currently, I think it's been so many days. Okay, let us check once again. SRC, right click. Okay, it is not possible, man. As soon as if you have deleted, then you could have done Control Z, you would have got. Okay. Um, uh, no, man, you can't do it. As soon as if you have done by mistake, then you could have retrieved. But it's been so many days. How many days it has been, Sanket? 4 weeks, ah. So much time, man. Okay, 1 second. Okay, okay. Yeah, I understand. Um, okay. File brush. 1 second. 1 second. How to give password to a package? See, for a file you can give that. In advanced concept you will learn. Here you will not learn. Advanced concepts you can have. There you will learn. Here you will not learn. Okay. So, okay, let us go for restoring. Recycle bin we shall go for. Mm, okay, just a minute. Let me see what I can do. And people, others can leave for today. Okay, others can leave for today. Okay, whole interface package I deleted. Okay, fine. Wait a second. Others can leave the class. Okay, have a great evening. Do study and come. Okay. Okay. Yes, Sanket to stay here. Leaving Sanket, everybody can leave the class. Take care, guys. Bye bye. Good night. So how you can restore here is let's go for recycle bin. Um, deleted. Okay, deleted project. Operating systems trash. Okay, I will show you in tomorrow's class. If possible, I will search and I will do even I don't remember currently. So I will see and I will tell you in the next class. Okay. Is it okay, Sanket? Yeah, sure, sure. I will try because I also have forgotten because I usually don't delete a package. It's been years. I didn't delete any package. So yeah, I'll see it and I'll get back to you tomorrow. Okay. Okay, guys, everyone, take care. Bye bye. Good night.